Hello, everyone. Coming to you today, just really a quick video. I know I'm having some insomnia, so I'm gonna do a quick video about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, we know that everyone was excited about the game one for the Jacksonville Jaguars, where they were able to defeat the Colts in Jacksonville. So right now in Jacksonville, the Jacksonville Jaguars is 1-0. They're 1-0 in the stadium of Jacksonville, which is awesome. That is awesome. And yeah, that is awesome because they're usually have challenges inside the stadium. But this year they have found a way to they've surprised everyone by winning the way they win. So uh, with the Jaguars being 1-0 in the stadium, that allows them to continue to have that confidence for that allows them to have the confidence to do what is expected of them as a team. So now that the Jaguars up next upcoming opponent is playing this Sunday, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Bengals have not won a game. I'm sorry, my computer is about to die. So I have to charge it. So the Jaguars have to uh, take advantage of the opportunity now, even though they played two quick games. The good thing about playing those two quick games is that they were able now to get the opportunity to have a turnaround and be able to play or watch rather a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are 0-2 right now, and they're searching. They're hungry for a win. Jacksonville has fell into to the 1-2 category. The Bengals would love to be 1-2, and if they are somehow managed, but look at their Sunday opponent, it doesn't that doesn't look likely. Now, with that being said, Jacksonville was exposed by Miami on Thursday, but then if you look back at it, Jacksonville always have trouble for whatever reason on Thursday nights. Now, they always have trouble playing on Thursday night. I don't. That's just seemed like. Remember when they played Tennessee Titans on Thursday night? They always seem to have trouble on Thursday night games. So it just once again that may just be a fluke. It just may be a fluke. But the thing is that what is the truth is that Jacksonville is having trouble on defense. Their defense, our defense is not that good. So Jacksonville's defense is not good in a sense of um, our secondary. We don't seem to be able to stop anyone in the secondary. A lot of teams, when they're running against us, they're able to progress all the way up to the safeties. That's not good because that means that your front line is kind of a little weak, which means that, of course, and we already know why, because all we have is Miles Jack, I think. Miles Jack, yeah. And then we have a lot of rookies because it's a very young team. Now, there's a lot of potential in Jacksonville. They're hungry. They really need another win. So to say that Jacksonville will beat the Bengals, we can't say anything now because right now we need to see what those Bengals how they play to be able to assess how we match up against the Bengals. Right now, as it stands right now, if the Bengals played Jacksonville, they would, of course, review what Miami did to Jacksonville, and they would do everything they can to try to shut down Jacksonville's offense. Because if you shut down Jacksonville, limit Minshew to 2 touchdowns, like Miami was able to do, then that would give the Bengals a chance. So with that, just that on the surface alone would be something. But then With them being 0-2, just like Miami was, there's some things that the Jaguars are able to prepare for if they simply watch this game and look at the other games, because so they'll have some data on on the Bengals that will allow them to prepare for them. Now, in the 2 weeks, I know that they have a little more time to prepare for these Bengals. But with that being said, they will be traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals in Ohio. So that's pretty much what that game is going to be. So I would say Jag fans, I would especially say Jacksonville's leadership, that you need to watch the game on Sunday, and you need to evaluate, of course, the Cincinnati Bengals, and to break down the matchups, and also to see what their weaknesses, and see if we're able to expose them. The problem right now is that we don't get pressure on nobody, so people can sit around and throw at us all day long, and so that's that's a problem. And so if we can't get pressure on people, then we need to send spies and try to intercept the ball from the quarterback. Try to read the quarterback's motion and where they're going. So if we do that, I believe that Jacksonville can hang in there with anybody. But the thing about it is that as it stands right now, we're the type of team that's going to have to try to outscore the other team, and that can be something, especially if they have a good defense. They can shut our offense or limit our offense to a couple of touchdowns. Then we stand the reason to what happened last game. So watch the game. Watch Cincinnati Bengals this week, as tomorrow, or rather today, rather later on today, as they take on their opponent. I believe. I think it's the Minnesota Vikings is who they playing. But I would watch Cincinnati Bengals today if you're a Jaguar fan, and so that you can kind of ascertain what we're going up against next Sunday, because Jacksonville has an entire week now to prepare for the Bengals. But I will watch them in real time, and also go back and look at some of the games that they played earlier this week, to kind of look at their tendencies, and to see what our strengths is and how we match up. Because the key thing is about the Bengals or any other team is that we're going to have to expose and export their weaknesses, so that we can be able to take advantage of that, especially so that our offense can score. We got to be able to score. We can't put 13 points up there and expect to win. We don't have that kind of a defense to be able to do that. We need to be able to score at least 4 touchdowns. If we can score 28 points, we got a 50-50 chance of winning all the remaining games we have this year. But if we score 13 points, it's more likely that we'll lose the remainder games that we have this year. But I think more so than much that Jacksonville will review this games, watch this game, uh, and also review the past games. I'm sure they have already looked at the other games, and they're looking forward to seeing what are some of the adjustments that the Bengals have made from this past game. As the Bengals is not preparing to play Jacksonville right now, the Bengals are preparing to play the Minnesota Vikings. So, but the the Jaguars can see how the Vikings expose some of the weaknesses of the Bengals as they have studied them, and of course, you'll be able to see what the Bengals' strengths are about when they're going up against a high-powered Vikings team. So there it is right now. That's kind of a supplemental pre game for tape for the Jaguars with the Bengals. I know the Bengals still have some work that they got to take care with, of course, the Vikings. But we look forward to playing them in about a week. So, all right, well, go Jags.